Thank you, headset, for that one. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Hope everyone's doing all right. Uh, Chloe Tyler, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Vampiric Army. Hope everyone's doing okay today on this Thursday the 10th. Sorry about the little mess up right there at the beginning. My headset decided to be wonky. But yeah, alrighty, so let's go ahead and just load up Oblivion. We're close to the end. If I remember correctly, we're about to go into the Great Gate with Martin Septim. I'm doing good, Chloe. How are you? Move that. Right. There we go. Alright. Alright, so Martin and them will walk down slowly, so we can just run down there ahead of them. Do wish the weather would settle at least around here. Past couple of days of rain, and today's the first day without rain, and it's like, but it rained earlier. Oh yeah, I enjoy it. I always enjoy it. Oh right, need to go see the Queen first. Went straight to the church, even though I need to go see the Queen of Bruma. Oh yeah, the guards start piling up out here. Captain Bird.
It's wonderful to see you again.
Countess
Greetings.
Carvane.
What news from Cloud Ruler Temple?
Oh, you're not gonna like this. Battle plans.
Desperate plan indeed. This prince? Emperor? Martin would risk my whole city to gain a great sigil stone?
Yup.
This is the only way to stop this invasion from Oblivion? I must confess, you are the first person to speak of victory against these Daedra. This war has seemed hopeless to me. But what else was there to do but hold on and wait for a hero to arise to save us? And now it seems there is an heir to the throne after all, hidden at Cloud Ruler Temple. And perhaps a hero as well? You avoid answering my question. Very well. Don't think I doubt you. The rulers of Bruma have long had dealings with Cloud Ruler Temple. We know whom they serve. I will meet Martin at the chapel. When all is ready, I will order my men to stop closing the gates and prepare for battle.
Alright. Alright, so now we go to the church, if I'm correct, and Martin should be there. I'll just do an hour time skip to jump them all forward a bit. No, I don't stream every day, Chloe. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays. Used to be at 5, now it's around 6 due to some other things. And then Saturdays, at whatever time I can decide on. Usually it could be 2 p.m., could be 4 p.m., just whatever I feel like.
I'm ready for battle when you... So be it. Bruma's fate is...
Bruma! Captain Bird.
Come on. My men will need up.
Yup. I think that applause is actually a lot louder in the original. Man, it felt so silent, just slow claps. Alright, who do we got here? Some anvils. Viera Lieris, Kvatch, Leowin, Coral, Jadenhall, Ulrich Leland, Skingrad. Oh, we need to catch up apparently, because apparently they got ahead of me. Ooh, there's already a gate up ahead. Perfect. I don't think I can at this point wait. Yeah, we just kind of had to wait for Martin. I don't mind looking at art, Chloe, but please do keep in mind I'm not looking to get anything currently.
Soldiers of Cyrodiil, the Empire will stand or fall by what we do here today. Will we let the Daedra do to Bruma what they did to Kvatch? Will we let them burn our homes? Will we let them kill our families? No, we make our stand here today for the whole of Cyrodiil. We must hold fast until the hero of Kvatch can destroy their great gate. We must kill whatever comes out of that gate. Soldiers of Cyrodiil, do you stand with me?
Well, considering I'm seeing a lot of people with... Whoa! Saw a few of them with Daedra gear. Martin, why do you just have a magic dagger?
the flank.
Bird, why are you there's the second gate.
Stay sharp. This ends here.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Well, there's the third gate. My intelligence has been damaged? Huh. I do not give out my Discord, Chloe. That's just kind of a thing with me. I don't give it out.
Why won't you die?
Holy cow. Alright. Great gate. Okay, now this is where I've got to actually be timed on myself. Okay. Run in, run in. Oh, you stupid thing! Man, I hate those things! Come on, come on, come on. Up, 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 up. Anything at the top? Yep. Door. Door, 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 door. Jump here. Jump here. Oh, okay. Might have jumped to a wrong spot, but oh well. Haha! Man, I love having high athletics. Actually do have to take him down for the sigil keep key. Alright, keep running. Come on, come on. Nope. It said something about 12. I didn't even see. Not even paying attention. There it is. Up. Gotta go up. Just gotta keep moving. Inventory. Let's see. Healing. I forgot about getting rid of the turpentine. 37s, 36s. I need to get rid of those 36s first. Okay, no door there, so it's got to be up higher. Door. Okay, 11 minutes to close the gate. I did run up here a bit quickly, but that's fine. Actually, free XP. Give me that great sigil stone. Yeah. All right. And the Battle of Bruma is won! The siege engine is no more.
A great victory here today. We now have, but we need to act quickly. Remember, the portal closes behind. I'll have the ritual ready in the Great Hall.
Alright.
Hello, my friend.
So let's see. Kvatch soldier, the Anvil soldiers. Oh no, one of the Coral soldiers! Ulrich Leland's still alive. Skingrad Brumas. Coral, Bird. Boris, no! You made it through! So much. I will take your katana with me, my friend. Joffrey, no! I will take your Akaviri Dai katana. Stupid Dremora. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if it's always that Joffrey and Boris are meant to die here. They could be meant to be able to live. The fact a Coral soldier got downed is... the fact that more soldiers didn't get downed. Oh, wow, wait. On the ground here somewhere is possibly one to two other sigil stones. Because that was a sigil stone rolling. Okay, hold on. Let's look around for stone orbs, because that would have been a sigil stone out of one of the three gates, or maybe just one of two. I'm not sure, because this one, I think this one would have became the Great Gate. Siege crawler. I don't know how long all this stuff stays here, if it's like in the world for the rest of the time or not. That's why I'm trying to look real quick. Like I said, I don't give out my Discord, and I'm not going to look up yours. I'm actually going to delete that message so that it's not... It's going to show up in the VOD, but it's not going to be in the logs anymore. Huh. There was only one... Alright, let's see what happens when I activate it. Okay, nothing. Huh. Maybe there was just one extra one that you can get from this? I'm not sure. I've never seen just a random sigil stone just be rolling around after this is done. Again, I also don't know if Boris and Joffrey are meant to die here, or if they can live through this. Maybe it's dependent on how fast you run through it. So if you're fast enough, you don't... no one else has to die kind of scenario. Oh, Martin's walking his way back up. Okay. Who else is walking this way? This makes no sense. Bird? What are you doing out here? Why are you all coming all the way to the north gate to go back into Bruma? It makes no sense. Usually world states can change between stuff like that, so just checking. Yeah, siege engine's still there, destroyed. I also find that weird that the siege engine comes out of the gate, even though, like, you close the gate. I had a full 11 minutes left, meaning even though I closed the siege engine, it should have been I closed the gate before the siege engine got to the gate. It still acted like it was coming out, and I had to break it in the middle of it. I don't know. That's weird. But Martin's walking up, so we'll meet him up there. I don't remember if I got the sword training here or not before. So we're going to sit here and wait for a minute. There we go. Blade and block increased by 2 points. Nice. I am curious if Joffrey and Boris always have to... Yeah, again, you already had the Sigil Stone and the Welkin Stone out, Martin.
I have everything in place for... I don't know what you'll... I do know the portal I create through the Mysterium Xerxes ritual will close behind you. You'll have to find another way back. I believe that Manca Cameron acts as the anchor for paradise. Just as a sigil stone anchors an Oblivion gate in place. Kill Manca Cameron, and you will unmake his paradise. Shall I open the portal to paradise? Are you ready?
Of course.
Farewell, my friend. Our fate is in your hands. Bring back, brace yourself.
I think usually by the time I walk up here, he's in a robe. Wow, you switched quickly into a robe. Huh. Isn't that uncanny that that portal actually shows actively where I need to go? Now there is one thing in this area. I don't remember. Yeah, that's fine. There's something in this realm. And I can't remember where he is. I've heard about him. It's the only, like...
So, the cat's paw of the Septims arrives at last. You didn't think you could take me unawares, of all places, in the paradise that I created.
Please tell me Ascended Immortals are meant to be here.
Paradise. Gaia Alata in the old tongue, a vision of the past and the future.
So there is a spectral mud crab somewhere. Stupid slaughterfish.
Behold the savage garden, where my disciples are tempered for a higher destiny, to rule over Tamriel reborn. If you are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the garden will not hold you for long. Lift your eyes to Kairek Agaialor, my seat at the pinnacle of paradise. I shall await you there.
Yeah, see, this is the only problem. Everything inside of Menkar Cameron's Paradise is considered to be, like, it says it's in Cloud Ruler Temple.
Please, don't let Anaxes loose. Are you here to end this nightmare? He's trapped at the back of the cave. It took us weeks to prepare the lesser creatures of the Eternal Garden still torment us. But Anaxes, you must not release. Gaia Alata is the master's name for this place. We usually just... This is the Savage Garden. At the top of that mountain lies the Terrace of Dawn, which leads up to Menkar Cameron's palace, Kairek Agaialor. Beneath the mountain lies the Forbidden... The only way out of the Savage Garden. Only those wearing the bands of the Chosen may enter the Forbidden Grotto. But they never return. Only those wearing the bands can enter the Forbidden. Everyone here died in the Master's service. As the Master, but our life here is a nightmare. No one has yet found a way to leave the garden, except those few. Leave me in peace.
Wait, so I can't just walk out the door? No, I walked right out the door. This is actually weird. Okay, so Menkar Cameron's Paradise is a weird place. There is a lot here and a lot not here. The Ascended Immortals is one thing, because that's actually, if I'm remembering correctly, that was the mob that they stated should not be in the game. Well, it shouldn't be in the main overworld, I should say. That's actually, oh, hey. That's actually the mob that has been stuck and is currently the breaking point for going near Castle Anvil by walking. The enchanted item can deplete. I don't care. Okay, so the Savage Garden is over there, which is interesting. Because this is the main path I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take. Wait. What the? I took you down. Unless he got back up. I'm pretty sure this is the path you're supposed to take. But yeah, you can basically go around and see the Ascended Mortals getting bullied here. They are people who have served Mankar Cameron, become immortal. Okay, yeah, no, the Ice Atronachs just keep coming back. Because there's another one over there. Back the way I came from that Savage Garden. But yeah, if you go here... Huh. I honestly don't remember if you have to go to that cave or not. Slaughterfish there. Is that the road we came in on, or... Yeah, it's the road we walked in on, which shows that some of this stuff just, you know, respawns. Who knows, I might be just walking in a massive circle to get back to that cave. Or to a different entrance of the cave.
You destroyed the Sigil Tower at Ganona. My kin, say... Our clan sacked your city of Kavach. A trifling task, fit for scamps. Your swift retribution earned you much respect among my people. We had not expected that a mortal would act with such resolution and honor. It is no dishonor for us to speak. You speak directly, like one of my people almost. I'm glad I did not kill you immediately. There is but one way out of the garden. I guard that path. You will travel that path, and it will bring me honor. But you shamed my kin at Ganona to bring you into my service. So I offer you a choice. You are impertinent, an intriguing choice. And I have a task in mind that will test your wit and your loyalty. The rabble of the Savage Garden have imprisoned the Civilai Anaxes. I consider his humiliation a fitting punishment. However, his shame attaches to me, and though the matter is too small for my attention, it is not too small for one of my servants. Free Civilai Anaxes, and I shall reward you with the key. Menka Cameron's chattels, the unmortals that swarm here in the Savage Garden, their proper role is to test themselves in unceasing combat.
Fair.
But, being no true immortals, they are without honor or courage, and shy from battle. However, by some trick, they show initiative, and Anaxes doubtless do me the service of freeing
Okay. Okay, so I found the cave with Anaxes just a little bit faster than I should have, basically. Ah. Like I said, somewhere in this place is a spectral mud crab. I have no idea where it's at. I've never actively went looking for it. Okay, do I have any soul gems that are filled right now? Oh, that grand soul gem is empty. Oh wow, I have so many transcendent sigil stones on me. Probably should have thrown some of these away. Or just, you know, put them in a box. Varla stone, if I remember correctly. Aha! I don't like using Varla stones, but you know what? I don't know how much time passes in Paradise, so I probably could have just switched it to night and switched up to Duskfang, but oh well.
What news from Tamriel?
I hear the war.
Please, stop! No! Get away from there! If I can just...
As it just switched to Duskfang Superior.
Lord Tagon will soon be able to cross over. The Master's plan will have succeeded.
Oh!
Oh, that was a way. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can load to before I used the Varla stone, since the game shows me basically that I'm like not that far from. Wait, hold on. That's 8 whole minutes. Oh, I don't have the quest for an accident. Oh, okay. 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 I guess I was. This is when I was walking around Paradise, trying to figure out where I needed to go. Which, since I know where I need to go now, I can just, you know, walk my happy butt there. Not even have to worry about anything else. Because not much of this stuff actively gives XP anymore. Sure, there's a few, but eh.
You destroyed the Sigil Tower. Our clan, your swift, it is no You speak direct. There is but one option, so you, I mean, our foot, make but our they do.
Alright. Well, okay, so that is actually going to make it a bit longer to get the flip around for Because if I remember correctly, I did actively attack a lot of things on the way. So, that is going to do a bit of a wonky thing with how long it takes.
Stop!
What news from
Get away
Tamriel?
from there!
I hear the war is going badly. What do you want? Leave me in peace.
You have peace? I truly do wish I remembered where I've seen people go, but I honestly don't recall. It almost looks like it would be here, but...
Anaxes is free. Order is restored to the Savage Garden. In return for your... Take these bands of the Chosen, then, where honor and pride bids me tell you, none can escape the Forbidden Grotto.
How little you understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon. The...
To arms! To arms!
Many are their names and the names of their masters. Cold Harbor of Meridian, Periites Quagmire, the 10 Moon Shadows of Mythala and Dawn's Beauty, the Princedom of Lorcan, misnamed Tamriel by deluded mortals.
Hello there.
since lost to its prince when he was betrayed by those that served him. Lord,
You wear the bands, but you're no prisoner. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Here to kill.
Can you really do it? Can you bring this eternal nightmare to an end? Can you defeat Mankar Cameron and free all the souls of the poor fools who followed him? Listen, I can help you. You need my... I was one of Mankar Cameron's chief lieutenants. I helped plan the Emperor's assassination. I opened the Great Gate at Kvatch. We were the chosen. We saw more clearly than ordinary mortals. Mankar Cameron was our leader, our teacher. I was at the sack of Kvatch. They had no chance. We took them by surprise, and we carried the... But they fought on anyway. Desperately. They seemed to think this decadent... I was slain after the battle was over. 3 townsfolk hiding in the cellar attacked me. They tore me to pieces. Although I have no doubt they were immediately... I've had plenty of time to ponder my deeds since I came. For my weakness, the Master sent me here to torture my former comrades who showed similar ingratitude for his gift. No one wearing the bands of the Chosen can leave this grotto. The doors will... I can remove them, but I will need time. The Dremora Overseer will be here. Just act like a prisoner, and do as I say. Good. Follow me.
What's going on? Who's this?
A prisoner, sent in by...
Show me some respect, worm. Unless you want to end up in the cages with them.
Yes, Kinreeve, sir. This prisoner was sent in by Cathatet for questioning. I was about to begin.
This is not one of Mankar Cameron's chattels from the garden. Who is he?
Nothing escapes your vigilance, Kinreeve. Cathatet wondered as well. This is why he sent him for questioning.
Well, carry on.
Of course, Kinreeve. Prisoner, into the cage, now.
It's a bit smoky down here. Ooh. A bit warm.
There's no way for me to cross, but the Master's immortality does have its uses. I will distract the Dremora for as long as I can.
Okay.
What's that?
Stay away! I've fought mud crabs more too.
No, you haven't.
Hail, Sir Knight.
All of you were running Dremora longswords. Y'all suck. There was an extra key right there, too. Crud, Eldenmill's dead. Hmm. Well, with the keys, maybe I can get these off. Hmm.
Greetings, Thunder.
Burst open the door.
You made it. I didn't think you'd have any trouble. There. You're not a prisoner. Let me come with you. Let me...
Sure.
I am no match for Mankar Camp.
I love that Eldamil. I didn't even think about it. Eldamil died to catch up with us.
Well done, champion. Your progress is swift and sure. Perhaps you will reach me after all. You think I mock you? Not at all. In your coming, I hear the footsteps of fate. You are the last defender of decadent Tamriel. I am the midwife of the mythic dawn, Tamriel reborn. I welcome you, if you truly are the agent of fate. I tire of the self-styled heroes who set themselves on my path only to prove unworthy in the event.
Fair.
The pain redeems me.
Don't say something like that. Now out to paradise. A statue of the royal pain in the ass. Mehrunes Dagon.
You did not expect to see me again, did you? You have no grasp of the power that my father has at his command.
And?
You think you can stop us? Soon Mehrunes Dagon will walk upon Tamriel for the first time since the Mythic Age. Come, my...
I have waited a long time for you, champion of old Tamriel. You were the last gasp of a dying age. You breathed the stale air of false hope. How little you understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon. The walls between our worlds are crumbling. The mythic dawn grows nearer with every rift in the firmament. Soon, very soon, the lines now blurred will be erased. Tamriel and Oblivion rejoined, the mythic age reborn.
Of course.
Lord Dagon shall walk Tamriel again. The world shall be remade. The new age shall rise from the ashes of the old.
Of course.
My vision shall be realized. Weakness will be purged from the world, and mortal and immortal alike purified in the refiner's fire.
Of course.
My long duel with the Septims is over, and I have the mastery.
Not really.
The Emperor is dead. The Amulet of Kings is mine.
All I gotta do is take that from you.
The last defender of the last ragged Septim stands before me, in the heart of my power.
You think that
Let us
matters?
see who at last has proved the stronger.
Fine.
I do not fear death.
Taking your greater staff. Taking your gold. And your mundane ring.
Show me what a ruddy foe at last.
Thank you. I'll take that. Your robe and your staff. Eldamil! Eldamil! Jenna, Cyrus, Belisarius,
You found a way.
Caroline.
Does this mean
Hello, Martin.
you did it?
Cameron's
You
dead.
defeated him. Then you have it. You have the Amulet of Kings.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Belongs to me. The Amulet of Kings. So you and Joffrey have said. If it is true, if the Emperor really was my father, then I should be able to wear it. Only those of the Septim blood can wear the Amulet of Kings. Yes, of course. After all, I didn't really need the amulet to tell me that. I've known it was true since you first told me back in Kavach. But it is one thing to talk of becoming Emperor, and quite another to actually be the Emperor. Not yet. Until we light the Dragonfires. While you were gone, I sent a messenger to Chancellor Akato is the head of the Elder Council. The Council rules in the Emperor's absence. I don't expect any objections from the Elder Council, but we should defer to their authority. Let's go to the Imperial City at once.
Rolia and Caroline, you guys, you know you could stand up, right? God, the bugginess that is Oblivion Remastered. Alright. So we're back from paradise. Okay, everyone's actually now up and raw.
Congratulations on your victory, sir.
Akil.
Hail.
Hail. Well, the Mad God has got to be able to take out another Daedric prince. Of course. Why wouldn't he? I mean, after all, I did take out Jigalag. Well, I freed him and let him go about his business. Martin, let's go. Whoa, Blade! Captain Stefan, what are you doing here? He must have followed us. All the way to the Imperial City. Chancellor Okato.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Thank you. Chancellor Okato.
Everything is ready for Martin's arrival. Where is Martin?
Martin. There he is. He's walking slow today, I'm sorry.
I've been expecting you. The full council has already considered the matter. Martin Septim, on behalf of the Elder Council,
Chancellor
I
Okato.
accept your claim to the...
Chancellor Okato, the city is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened and Daedra are inside the walls.
The guard is overwhelmed.
Courage, soldier. We have an emperor again. Your Highness, what are your orders? Shall the guard fall back to the palace?
No. If we let ourselves get besieged in the palace, we're doomed. We must get to the Temple of the One immediately.
As you command, sire. Guards, form up and protect the emperor. To the Temple of the One.
You dare oppose the might of the Imperial Legion? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Good job. Out the door and to the Temple of the One! For Tamriel. For Martin. For holy crap bolas.
My blood for the Empire!
Stefan!
I sworn to die.
Die, damn you!
Alright, where's the Temple of the One? That way? Oh no, the palace guards. Wow, we can't grab their armor.
Let's get this over.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Where is Martin? Ooh. He might still be inside. Or he might have ran ahead. To the Temple District. We must get to the Temple of the One. Martin! Dagon! Martin, Dagon is here!
Too late. Meyrum's Dagon is here. Lighting the dragon fires will no longer. I don't see how. Mortal weapons may hurt him, but now that. Wait, yes, the amulet. But how to use this power against Dagon? I have an idea. One last hope. You'll just have to trust me. I know now what I was born to do, but I'll need. Then I'll do the lead on. I'm with you.
Follow me! Run past Dagon! Martin! We need to get inside! Quickly, quickly, quickly. Whew. Martin, we got here.
I'll do what I must do. I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must go. The dragon waits.
The dragon? What do you mean, Martin? Dagon! Stop fighting like a cow! I knew this was coming, but oh my god, this looks still beautiful. Dagon, you fight like a coward. You do look like your ESO self, though, which looks amazing. And the dragon avatar of Akatosh looks great. Martin. Goodbye, Martin.
The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion. Forever.
Now, any gate that was
last
still
of the
open
Septims passes now
is
into
now
history.
destroyed.
I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father and my father's fathers. The third age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things now belong to you.
Ah. Martin.
What happened? Where's Martin? I must congratulate him. Mehrunes Dagon is... What do you mean, gone? We saw the temple dome explode. The avatar... The joined blood of kings and gods. The amulet of kings. The divine power of Akatosh. Then Martin is gone. Yes, sealed forever. Mehrunes Dagon and his ilk can never threaten Tamriel again. Martin is dead, but he died an emperor and a hero to rival Tiber Septim.
Okay, so one of the things is, this is why I don't understand, because ESO kind of conflicts with this, I think, partially. I'd have to double check, but I do think there is an Oblivion invasion that happens, and a dragon invasion that happens, both during ESO's time, and I think they mentioned, like, this mentions, oh, Mehrunes can never come back again. ESO's in the past, but it should be during a time when we have an Emperor and the Amulet of Kings still. Dragons come back, but we're not supposed to have seen them since, Tiber Septim's age, which I think is before the game. Because I think... Oh, man, I need to look that up again, but...
This victory is not without cost. We've lost Martin Septim. What an emperor he might have made.
I want that as an alternative game.
The sacrifice was necessary, but it leaves the empire without an emperor. I don't know what happens now. There are troubled times ahead for the empire.
You eventually get a new emperor.
But now is not the time to worry about the future. Let's just give thanks that we're alive. I know he's gone. As the Chancellor of the Elder Council, we are now the stewards of the Empire. We can hold the Empire, but to be honest, I don't know what will happen. The provinces have been with no legitimate claimant for the Dragon Throne. In my capacity as Lord High Chancellor of the Elder Council, I hereby proclaim you Champion of Cyrodiil. And, as a small token of gratitude for your service, you have earned the highest rank possible in the Order of the Dragon. The illustrious, it is a high honor. Only 6 other champions
6?
have been awarded in the history of the Empire.
Okay. Wonder who the other 6 are.
Imperial Dragon armor is normally worn only by the Emperor himself, but you deserve no less, champion.
Alright.
The dragon will stand forever as a memorial to what you and Martin did for all of Tamriel.
Yeah. So funny enough, there's now a quest for the armor. If I am correct, I think the city does stay destroyed even up through the 2 weeks.
I can't believe it's over. That giant demon, the dragon. What happened? Have we won?
Yes, but at a great cost.
You're the Divine Crusader.
I am the Divine Crusader, but... It mentions 2 weeks in-game. And normally by this late stage of the game, you're running either Armor of the Nine, you're running Daedric armor, like, you're running something better usually. Like, I'm running the Crusader armor. But what we're going to do is we're going to wait out the 2 weeks. Because honestly, I don't feel like doing side quests for a minute. But in between all that, how is everyone's day doing? Hope everyone's doing good. Oh, I did not update that Streamlabs command, I notice. So one of the other commands we have now is Dubby. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and use it. You get 10% off your order at w.gg if you use code RavielPaulif at checkout. So go buy some Dubby. Honestly, I have the collab they have with Crunchyroll, and I believe this is the 3rd day that I'm skipping. I have a tub of their Shadow Monarch Surge, which is a collab between them and Crunchyroll for solo leveling, and it's not bad. It's technically a blue raspberry kind of grape flavor is what they call it. I just think, honestly, it tastes like grape Kool-Aid. It's got as much caffeine as, it says roughly about 2 cups of coffee, but after looking at it, it's got about as much caffeine as about 2.5 bottles of Dr. Pepper, which isn't bad, and it has no sugar, so you're not going to have the sugar crashes that you normally have from drinking soda. I've actually been drinking it while I've been at work, and it's not been bad. It's kept me from crashing, having serious sugar crashes towards the end of my day. And I drank one this past Tuesday whenever I was streaming. It's just, I think the rain affected me that day more than anything. But they've got some decent flavors. Dragonade is a nice dragon fruit, pink strawberry lemonade type flavor. Not my cup of tea, but to each their own. Like I said, their Shadow Monarch Surge, which is a it's meant to be a limited time collab. I don't know how long it's going to be out for. It's a pretty decent. You get 30 servings in a tub, and it's actually a pretty decent grape Kool-Aid kind of flavor. Their s'mores, which they actually which they sent me that as well. It smells like s'mores, and without mixing a batch of it yet, the powder, I got a little bit of powder on my finger on accident when I was trying to find the scoop. So I'd know where the scoop was in it. And it does taste like s'mores. Now, it does say to mix it with milk, though, unlike the rest of the energy drinks that they've got. They've got, I think, one they call Odablock's Health Potion. They got another solo leveling one called Egris Strike, which is meant to be a blue tropical punch. I'd love to get me a batch of that, honestly. Like, just give me a tub of that. All the tubs are, I think, around $40. So with a 10% coupon, you're getting about $4 off. It's not terrible. Plus, every purchase does a little kickback towards me after so many purchases. I don't know how many it takes before I get a kickback, but yeah. And I do mention it every YouTube video, so I'm trying to. Wow, the rest of the commands came back up. Yeah, I also have Throne, my Twitter, my Blue Sky, my YouTube, which YouTube's also one of the things I'm streaming to. So YouTube, you already know about it, but you also know that I have my Twitch. But yeah, the Throne. There's a bunch of stuff on the Throne. Not all of it has to be just like outright bought. Some of them you can just put a little bit of money down towards it. But you also just can look at it. You don't have to do anything with it. Like I use it as a wish list for some of the things I think I need. Like honestly, a new gaming chair would be great. An Elgato to help with streaming. A new mic, one of those like boom style mics, a new set of headphones, which after flipping out the charge cord, honestly, I think it was just the charge cord. So it's very possible that I don't even need that new set of headphones on there. There's I put some statues on there, some like snack pack bundles, cookbooks, some games, some cards. I think I put a few model kits that if you guys get them and they get sent to me, I can do streams with them. I can build them on stream. I've already built Gundam Rose, Gundam Maxter, and Dragon Gundam on stream. And I'm waiting to get Real Grade Shining Gundam. It got moved to Q3 of this year. They moved it back on me. So that means it's anywhere from the beginning of July all the way through September now that it should be coming. But no one can seem to give me a definitive date. But with the Q3 release, whenever they moved it to Q3, it did start having a box art to it. So I think it's going to be coming soon. Well, sooner rather than later, I should say. I don't know how many days I've skipped. Probably should have been keeping track of that, shouldn't I? Shoot. Okay, we're going to know we're going to be on the 6th of Hearthfire. Let's see, when I walked out before I started, I was on day 362. I was on day 362. 2 weeks would mean that I would need to be on day 376 exact. Huh. Okay, so the armor should be ready.
I see you're a follower of the Grey Fox too.
Yes, I am, Carwin. Imperial Legion compound. Do you know how little that narrows it down for me?
Remember, is there a problem? Chancellor Okato, the Elder Council chamber. Have you heard? That big galleon down... Carry on.
State your business. Hey, did you hear about that murder in the Talos Plaza district? Carry on.
It might be inside the council chambers, because I don't remember. normally the quest
All
updates.
visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to keep their voices down, especially if...
Ooh, this is fancy digs.
Is there a problem? Move along.
No, there's never a problem. You know, just always ask if there's a problem. Okay, so now it's going to tell me it finally took its time, and it is in here, but it's not where I thought it was. No, it's
Remember,
not.
Trespassing in the...
Okay. But yeah, like I said, you can just look at the,
Remember,
okay, so it's over here by the prison. You can always just look at the throne. You don't have to help with it. You don't even have to do anything with it. And there's even an option to do a surprise gift. So you don't even have to pick anything that's on there. Shoot, I even put some dice on there
You
just
have
because
my ear, citizen.
I like my, clickety-clack of dice. Yes, I'm a D&D gremlin at times. So, you know, clickety-clack. Bows, swords, a chest with some stuff in it. Ah, here it is. The Imperial Dragon Armor, a full set. Now, if I check, I do believe they are weaker than the stuff of... They are weaker than the Crusader gear, but I wanted to put them on just to kind of look at them. This... yeah, you could also grab the Legion gear from here, technically. Or at least a helmet. The armor of an emperor. Most people usually wear this around this time of the game, but there's no point when I have the armor of the Crusader. I am the Crusader. So, alright. I'm gonna go drop off gear at my usual place of dropping off gear, Frostcrag Spire. I guess time to think on retrospective of the game, because it's been a while since Oblivion Remastered came out, and I've been playing on it steadily, going through everything. I think there's only one achievement I'm missing, and it's because it's one of those, it's a weird one where if you go too fast in the Mages Guild, and the Arcane University section of the Mages Guild, you can just miss this achievement because you miss a rank. It's weird, and I've never understood how you could do that, but you can. So, oh, I didn't even notice the Imperial Dragon stuff has enchants. It is a full set of enchanted. Resist frost, resist magic, resist poison, resist fire, resist shock. Okay, so it's a bunch of resists. Then Mankar Cameron is a spell absorption reflect, a mundane ring, which I'm pretty sure I've got at least 1 to 2 of those. And of course, in the mix of all those, we put down that stuff. So, oh, I forgot to put the turpentine away too. I still don't think I can get rid of the Agma Infinium though. Which kinda is weird. Once you put it in your inventory, it's kinda stuck there, similar to the filled Colossal Black Soul Gem. We'll actually keep the Way Shrine map on us in case we come back to this character. But, okay, so thoughts on this game now that I've basically beaten every major guild, done all of the DLCs, did the main storyline, all of that, and even waited for the dragon armor just to get it. It's still fun. It's still really fun. Weirdly enough, when they first, like, I thought people were joking when they said that Oblivion Remastered was coming. Because, like, soon before it, I had just started, like, I want to say it wasn't too long before it, but it was a little bit before it. I had just started modded Oblivion as a weird kind of run for a video. But that was mainly because I wanted to try something different in Oblivion, and one of the mods was changing the leveling schema, and I've always now that I understand the leveling scheme of Oblivion, because when I used to play it as a kid, didn't understand the levelings. Did not understand the leveling, didn't understand why I started just curb stomping things. But I also didn't realize that there were certain little gimmicks with the old game. Now, this game, in comparison, I love it. I do love it. I think the title of remaster is apt to this game. It is, like, because the terminology of remake and remaster gets thrown around a lot with games. A lot of people they keep saying they want remakes when they want remasters. Or they'll say they want a remaster, but what they really want is a remake. Honestly, this is faithfully a remaster. Sure, there are a few things that have changed, like leveling. The leveling has changed a bit. Honestly, I've never gotten to a comfortable level 30 and still been able to also level all these other stats. Like, look at Marksman, it's at 38. Illusion's only at 28. Mysticism's at 31. Blunt is at 32. I actively did not use Blunt that often in this. Light Armor is at 33. Speechcraft is at 32. My highest is Armorer, Destruction, Mercantile, and Security. Like, that is actively insane. That's also getting buffed by having the skeleton key on me. But anyways, like, you look at all this stuff and it's cool. The little changes they did, so like the leveling scheme, the change to how you do leveling, it's such a minimal change that at first I honestly didn't. I thought I was just back playing as a kid again, and I was just leveling pretty naturally. But no, after I learned how the differences were, I'm like, oh, okay then. That's kind of cool. But then it was like, okay, they also changed, they moved around some of the perks from some of them, like Armorer, repairing magical items got thrown to Apprentice, I think it was at Journeyman or Expert in the original game. That was amazing, because I could repair magic way faster. I think at the beginning of the game, I was able to repair magic items pretty quickly, because I was just like, because I had Armorer as a major skill. I built this going off of old school logic. Speechcraft was just one of those weird ones that I was like, okay, yeah, I can like dump a bunch of time into Speechcraft to do the normal leveling schema of 5 points into I think it's personality does Speechcraft, and it's like, oh no, I don't have to do that. And I was like, oh, okay then. Yeah, that was another thing. The points going into your attributes, that change. It is rather a major change, but honestly, even if you change those two things, it's still a pretty good remaster. Of course, they did make Stealth Archer a bit more viable by buffing archery. I'm not going to say anything against that, because a lot of people love Stealth Archers in Skyrim, and people have started bringing Stealth Archer back to Oblivion, which is fine. Honestly, I always kept a bow and arrow on me, both in Oblivion and Skyrim, so I'm fine with this. The graphics look great. I have constantly been gushing every time I find something new. Every time something looks better than the old version. One of the complaints I do have, it was back during the Fighters Guild quest line, their enemy, I forget their name, but the other rival guild that's trying to take all of the Fighters Guild's like people and their contracts, they're supposed to have some pretty lovely looking armor. It's supposed to be still equivalent to steel armor, but it is supposed to look different. It's supposed to have all these designs on it. You cannot see, and it's supposed to be darker. You cannot see the design that well on the armor now, and it just looks like steel armor. It looks just like steel armor. It does not look much better. The shield still looks actively different, and it does look good. I will say that. But the rest of it still looks kind of eh. I will say the Knights of the Nine stuff looked great. Sheogorath's realm in the Shivering Isles looks phenomenal. Sheogorath himself looked phenomenal. Jigalag looked great. Haskell, a lot of the characters have looked great. Martin, shoot, when I first opened up the game and saw Uriel Septim, I didn't recognize him. I did not recognize the old man. It took me a minute to actually realize, oh crud, that's Uriel Septim. And I was watching a cutscene I've watched time and time again. I did not realize it was Uriel Septim at first. But yeah, the game looks beautiful. There are, like I said, with the good comes the bad. This whole menu where the system is linked in with the inventory and the magic and the map and this way of doing it all, I don't like it as much. I wish Shift or Tab would have still been character, inventory, magic, map, and quests. Help and system could have been on escape and made them two separate entities still. Completely two separate entities. Because I could do this right here. Save game. Alright. Now if I hit escape, that would normally bring that up. But if I hit tab, because it's a linked system, I bring up save and load, but I wanted inventory. I didn't want that. I wanted inventory. Now, they did mitigate that by having inventory go on the I key as well, but yeah, remembering to go over and press the I key as opposed to, you know, just hitting shit or hitting tab and then hitting escape when I want to pull up the save and load thing, it's not as intuitive. When you have older what is it? Tendencies. When you have tendencies from an older time when you were growing up, it kind of, the tendencies start to still come out. So I tend to want to just hit the natural inventory button, which is the tab button. What's some of the other? Magic is still phenomenal in this game. I will always love on magic. The change with attributes where health is now retroactive and you don't have to focus endurance at the beginning and you mainly want to focus willpower and intelligence to start is incredible. I don't know if you still want to focus like strength. I don't know. Strength might be retroactive as well for carry weight and health. I'm not sure. But intelligence and willpower are the two starter stats that you want to buff out your magic as fast and as quickly as possible. So I need to go. I guess I got cursed or something. Let me go fix that. There are still crashes in the game. Understandable. The Ascended Immortal crash from them leaving Dunbarrow is, to me, it's funny. I know a lot of people hate that they crash because of that. I find it funny because you just randomly roll out of the cave after an Ascended Immortal has left, and you don't know that you could crash because you walk out and everything's hunky-dory.
You're the Divine Crusader.
Yes, I am, Sirach.
What might have happened, but it's over.
Yes, it is.
Be seeing you.
Through faith, your affliction has been banished. So now my intelligence is back up to a 102. So, yeah. That is one issue I have, is the Ascended Immortal. I do like the not having to click on everything to do stuff, being able to use the WASD and the enter key to just like quickly hit save. It is nice. The running. Okay. This was one thing that a lot of people were kind of divisive on, the run thing with athletics. I love it. When we first got it in Skyrim back 2012, I believe, 2011, 2012 is when we got Skyrim, and we got running for the first time in an Elder Scrolls game. Loved it. Well, let me correct myself. Running as in this kind of running, where it uses your stamina, not basic movement running instead of just this. Like, this is technically running, but I'm meaning like real running. That the minute I found out it was in the game, loved it immediately. I had no issues with it. My athletics is still not maxed, and I love it. What else? There is a few there are a few audio bugs that sometimes still happen. Like, sometimes coming in here, it will play the sound effect for that door opening again. You know what? Fair enough. You're remastering an old game from the Xbox 360 PS3 era. I could see some new bugs showing up. Now, on the topic of bugs, and by extension to that, glitches, The fact that people had to find new glitches for duplication is fine. I don't mind that. But I wish they had left in... I honestly wish they had left in the scroll dupe. The scroll dupe was kind of... I had just learned about it, like, not too long before we got Oblivion Remastered. And I had just started to use it on the Oblivion modded to try to get some money. It doesn't help... It doesn't help too much with money. The glitch with the guy in the Imperial City with, like, using full paralysis on him to grab his money, I'm glad they stopped that one, because honestly, again, it's another one I didn't know about myself, but after seeing how people abuse it, I'm like, eh. The apple thing in... Because we did the apple thing that's over in the fort a few times. That's not really a... That's not even a glitch. That's just taking advantage of the game's mechanics. And honestly, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with... Because it's not your container, they're going to reset the loot in it. It makes sense. I'm fine with it. What else is there? Oh, one of the other things I liked that they changed, access to the DLC. You do not immediately get access. You do not get barraged the minute you walk into the sewer with a million windows saying, "Hey, this DLC. Hey, this DLC. Hey, this DLC." So you do not get barraged. I like it because you don't immediately know that while you're in the sewers, you don't immediately go, "Aha! Epiphany! There is an island out in the middle of hold on. Epiphany! I have the key and know about this manor of Frostcrag, this spire named Frostcrag. Aha! Epiphany! I know there is an island in the middle of the Niben Bay with a strange door on it. Aha! Epiphany! I know about a location known as Deep Scorn Hollow and have the key to it. Aha! Epiphany! I have the location of the Dunbarrow Cove and have the key to it. Aha! Epiphany! I know that someone is looking for pieces to fix the Ore and the Imperial, in the Arcane University, and I must go over here to one of these camps to start that. Aha! I have the key. I have been told about Battlehorn Castle, and that it is under siege. Aha! I got a letter and know about horse armor. Like, you... Also, aha! I know about the fort, Sundercliff Watch, where Mehrunes Razor has been hidden for a time immemorial. The fact you do not get bombarded with all that and you do not know about any of it is fine. Or even the Knights of the Nines one, because the Knights of the Nine one actually, like, does the same thing. But, like, oh, there's still also, like, the player homes. I still don't have any of the actual player homes from the original game. I have all DLC homes. I have Battlehorn Castle kitted out. I have Deep Scorn Hollow fully kitted out. I have Dunbarrow Cove fully kitted out. And I have Frostcrack Spire fully kitted out. Because they're the DLC homes and they're better. I could go get I could go get several of the player homes. I have 920,000 gold. It's not hard to go get. Do I want to? No. Absolutely not. I do not care. I do not care in the slightest. If I cared, I would have kept selling more Daedric armaments, and I would not have finished the story as quickly as I did. I would have kept going into Daedric Gates actively. Shoot, I would have just kept exploring the map to find anything and everything I've not done. Because I guarantee there are side locations I've not entered. There are side quests I have not done, considering I have a few still on me, just with the Shivering Isles alone, and this paranoia from Glarthir that he still has. Ah. Overall, yes, this is a very faithful remaster. I love the game. I recommend it to everybody. Now, I will say there are a few games that people have said that now that Virtuous has done Oblivion Remastered, they would love to see next. From Virtuous as well. One of which is from Bethesda's catalog. It is Fallout 3 Remaster. Well, no, they keep saying remake on these three. All three of them, they say remakes. I do not agree with these as remake. I agree remaster on all three of them, honestly. Their original game systems are still fine to play. Sure, one of them you can only play on a certain console. The other two you can play on literally any console that it has it on, which PC has both of them completed, so it's not like it's an issue. The three that most people are wanting right now is, of course, Fallout 3 Remastered. Well, remake. Again, I say remaster would be better. Do like Oblivion Remastered did. Do not do a remake. Remakes can cause irreparable damage. Remaster Fallout 3. The other one is Infamous Remake. Infamous is kind of weird because I would honestly say it, and in the same vein, what is that other game? There's another game that I'm thinking of. I'm trying to actually think, and I have it on my Steam, and I don't know why I'm not thinking of it. Prototype. Prototype's in the same vein. Infamous and Prototype. Again, remaster. Do not remake. Remaster. And I would love it actually if you did Prototype and Prototype 2 as a do with Infamous and Prototype. Do it this way. It would be the best. Remaster and bundle the first and second games together. I know Infamous has more than the first two games, but the first two games are the main games that people know. They're the Cole McGrath stories. Prototype 1 and 2 are two separate characters, but honestly, I think it's Prototype 2 has issues playing on PC. Remaster would be great. The third game people have seemed to want to mention a lot for a remake is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I don't know why. I have no idea why. For the life of me, I understand the love of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I do. I actually actively want to go back and play it, because I was playing through the Assassin's Creeds. I got through I lost the save file for one of my Ezio games, and just skipped to the next one. I actively went through all of them up into the Connor game, and then the Connor game kind of... I remembered Connor's game. And while I do love Connor's game, it also infuriates me to no end at times. Like, you can't... I love it more than some of the other games, but it infuriates me nonetheless. Black Flag is one of the fun ones. Again, not a remake, though. I understand where people are coming from with the remake idea. They're wanting to have some of the newer types of free running. The problem is, people said the free running in Mirage sucked, and I have not heard anything about Shadows. Actually, I don't even know if Shadows has dropped. Has it dropped? I think it did drop earlier this year. I think it dropped in February. And I've not heard anything. I've not heard a single thing about Shadows. Whether the free running's great, if it's trash, whether the story's good, if it's trash, I have not heard heads or tails. Mirage, I actively heard that it was a bad game. Valhalla was a middling game. They just took too long on all the DLCs and stuff. I really wish they hadn't done so many DLCs. Like, it's part of the reason I haven't gone back to Valhalla. I need to go back to it. I might go back to it this Saturday. I don't know. I also want to play Repo with people again, but for some reason, people aren't playing Repo recently. Like the people I want to play with. I also need to schedule with Zombie about getting potentially of cleaning again, but I don't know on that one. Ow. But yeah, Assassin's Creed 4, remake over remaster. No, I would say remaster over remake. Again, it just needs a bit of polish. The graphics just need a polish. What we need other remasters of, similar in the vein of Oblivion, go back to Morrowind, remaster the crap out of that. Do Oblivion remaster variant for that. Because, sorry, you're gonna have to. The leveling schema in that game is similar in vein to Oblivion, I think. You're gonna have to do like a remaster again, like a Oblivion remaster. Do that for Morrowind and its DLCs. You got to make sure you bundle all the DLCs. You could give something else like new, but I mean, just do the same thing that this did. Just like find something in there that is like, you could do it small. Fallout, although people are saying Fallout 3 needs a remaster, I know the other one a lot of people are wanting is Fallout New Vegas for a remaster. I do say Fallout 3 and New Vegas need the Oblivion remaster treatment. Both of them need it. 3 more than New Vegas, but do it for both of them. Going back further, Elder Scrolls Arena, Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, at that point, I would say both of those need remakes, because it is almost impossible to get out of the first area on both of them. So, people can do it. It's just really hard, and you have to understand the jank of the games. There is Elder Scrolls, like, adventure side games. Go ahead and remake those too. Do it. Go ahead. For the Fallout games, now, the issue going back further than 3 is that Bethesda didn't own the games prior to 3. They were a different company. They own the IP. I don't know what they could do with Fallout 1. Well, they keep reselling it, so I think they can do stuff. So, I would say do remakes. Do remakes of Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics. And Brotherhood of Steel. A lot of people don't want to remember Brotherhood of Steel as a thing because it was only on consoles. Do it. Remake it completely. Make it actually halfway decent. I would still say if you do a remake on Fallout 1 and 2, maybe curb some of the jank, though. But, But, yeah. Man. There's been... I've done so much in this game. And I still didn't do everything. Like, I never summoned an Atronak here. Because you gotta have certain things. You gotta have 3 of the salts. I've done enchanting and spellmaking. I've not finished leveling my stats yet. Well, my character is not 100 in everything. Okay, I guess I could start boosting acrobatics. Actually, I know where the boost acrobatics is the best. It's a weird place because I just kind of... I got it up to 50 and that was all I needed at the time. But I do know where one of the greatest places for that is. Which is Dunbarrow Cove. We're just not going in the front entrance. We're going to go in through Castle Anvil. Secondary entrance. Due to the Ascended Immortal that's outside the entrance. which I don't know if he's still there or not, and I don't want to test that theory. Not yet, at least. Maybe when I'm off stream and I can, you know, test it and not feel bad for crashing my game. Yeah. This, this way, this way, this way, down here, and right into the Smuggler's Cove. Easy way back into Dunbarrow, so that in case the Ascended Immortal runs out of the cove, you know, you can just get in and still use the place. It's not like it's completely locked off to you. I forgot about coming back to get the gold off of... Okay, so now we just... use all our stamina. Get all our stamina back from a quick... I think I did the same thing when I was in the sewers, just to see if I could get it closer to 75. And I still didn't get 75 before I ended up beating the main story. So yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, Dawnfang and Duskfang will switch out a few times. Honestly, it's easier just to let it refresh, because it takes less time than an hour to refresh the whole bar. I've just been doing the hour thing because it's fat. It should technically be faster, but it's not. Oh yeah, there is the Terraria update for Palworld I need to play. I was trying to get back into Terraria with the new update, and my stream world corrupted. So I started another world where I've made custom stats on it, but I forgot to turn off that raids can happen. So I have changed like where the base was, a little bit of how the base is laid out. It wasn't too terrible. There we go. So now we have hit level 75 in acrobatics. We can now jump across water. And of course, I'm probably actually, I should go see. Oh shoot, I did not mean to use a quick save. Okay, we're gonna go see if we can find a trainer, because I don't remember if I trained for this level. What is my lowest stat? Illusion. 28. Okay. Let's see if I can find out who a good illusion trainer would be in Oblivion. Okay, so... Alright, so besides, you know, just casting, I guess, light or chameleon or something on myself. Light, chameleon, and invisibility. Alright, so illusion trainers. With me being an apprentice level, I need Hill the Tall. He's alteration in the remastered. Okay, so who's the apprentice illusion? Is it the alteration apprentice? Let me see if I can find the alteration apprentice on this list. I find this funny. Blunt trainers. Bugak Grobal in Leowin. Vigdis, you have to join the Fighters Guild to get to him. Azan, you have to join the Fighters Guild. Christoph Moran. And then the Master is Irene Metric, and you have to have killed 50 characters. Huh, Blade. Alex Lincolia only trains you if your fame or infamy reaches 20. And 3 of the Blade trainers are Fighters Guild. Alteration, here we go. No. So, who is the apprentice? Okay, we'll just go for the journeyman one then, because the journeyman one should be able to still teach us, which is Carahil in the Anvil Mages Guild. Okay. Carahil in the Anvil Mages Guild. Well, we're already in Anvil, so that's 1+. Well, kind of. We have to go through the castle again. To get back out. And then we have to teleport over into Anvil. We can't use the... Well... I don't want to test if it's still bugged. I don't want to test if it's still bugged. I need to just keep saying that, and I will remember it. I don't want to test if the Ascended Immortal is still there and still bugged. Not yet, at least. Yeah, see, intelligence determines your total amount of magicka, so getting that up before certain levels is pertinent. That's why, Alright, so there's the Mages Guild, and it's supposed to be Carahil. The problem is, Mages Guild was kind of ransacked, so I'm like, oh hey, Carahil.
Oblivion Gate was in.
Sweet. Training.
Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two. Bye.
Okay.
Greetings, Dunmer.
Hello, Tharon. Also, just Dunmer. Hello, Relis. I am also... Oh, wait, no, it wasn't this place that got sacked. It was a different guild. Okay, so we're gonna try... Is there a decent place for just leveling athletics here? Or, well, maybe acrobatics, not athletics. I basically just need a short, like... Nope. Okay, that bounces me. Nope. Not short enough.
Hello.
I have it on good authority that the City Watch sent someone to stop that gang of women from robbing the town's men. Good show, I see.
Oh well, I could I forgot I could just start magic casting again. Let's see, just self cast. Cast is based on, if I remember correctly, XP is based more on it used to be on. Love that I've got Pack Mule. Oh, I could just level. I think I could level. Hold on, let me look at my character. Which skill is still low? Illusion's still low, but Mysticism's at 31. I mean, Speechcraft's at 32, Light Armor's at 33. We'll do Mysticism. Okay, so Magic. Now we just basically look for a spell. Illusion. Here's Mysticism. Okay, so it's this eyeball looking one. So Major Dispel's at 47. Detect Pulse is at 38, which honestly, I'll probably just do Detect Pulse. Alright. I want to try to get up to the next level, but I know going above level 30, there's nothing really too glamorous. Alright, I have hit the threshold of leveling. in here somewhere. Here it is. Count's Arms. I know I could just go.
Hello, good sir.
Wilbur, I want a bed.
There's a wonderful room available. It's the best. Excellent. It's up the stairs there. You too.
Anvil's guy does not joke around. I mean, I'm only needing it for an hour, so 25 for an hour is... Ugh. Of course, yeah, because I'm putting 1 point into luck. Because, yeah, still can only put up to 5 points and stuff, and considering we have 12 points, 4 points in each is not terrible. But now, if I wanted to grab one of my specialties, we could grab Speechcraft. I don't know why I didn't just train this a minute ago, but, you know, bleh. I can get training from Varen Vamori in Bravil, Guran Garana in Chedenhall, Tadilwi in the Temple of the One in the Imperial City District, Jack Silver in TD, Thieves Den. Oh, Jack Silver, Dunbar. Wait, Jack Silver in the Dunbarrow Cove? Huh? Apparently he's a expert level speechcraft. We'll go for going for Varen Vamori, since it's the Great Chapel of Archay in Chedenhall. It's very, no, it's his house in Bravil. Varen Vamori is going to be an easier one to find than some of these other ones. Alright, so map says Bravil. So we'll just go to the top of Bravil and just start checking every house until we find Varen Vamori.
So good to see you again.
Oh, hi, Henneteer.
Oh, my poor Alron.
Silverhome. Fair deal. Basically, now we gotta just look around until we find Varen Vamori's house. Skriva. Ungalim. Ranoline. City Swimmer. Andragil, okay. Might be a bit closer. Fighters Guild. Droshanji. Gelafort Skumaden.
Greetings. Something strange is going on with Ardeline and Varen Vamori.
Oh.
It seems a bit odd. I don't know how Ardeline feels about it. Good day.
All I know is one of them said Varen Vamori.
The bards will be busy composing songs. Bye.
I'm only...
Rumor.
Can you believe that a thief... Blessings...
That was... I mean, that was me, so...
I heard Italian is talking about the geography. Farewell.
Upon ye.
Henneteer's house. Carandia. This is a magical place. The Warlock's Luck. A Warlock's Luck. Joshenji. Like I said, Henneteer. Mages Guild. Okay, I don't know if maybe he just doesn't open up until it's... Because Varen Vamori has to be at his house. He's part of the Thieves Guild, okay. Ah, okay, I just looked it up. Well, I had looked up what he looked like, so I believe this is Mr.
Oh, well.
Hello, Vamori.
Shadow hide you.
However, he only offers his training 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So we are kind of a little ahead of ourselves. We need 20 hours to go by to get us back to 6 a.m. Oh, okay, so apparently at 9 p.m. 9 to 11 what? Apparently did I skip it all the way to, no, it's 11:10. Vamori, are you not back at your house? What are you doing? Ita Rianis. Sure, Shanji. No, it says he should be at his house right now. Oh, there he is.
You were the... I'm willing to teach, if you're willing to learn. Shadow hide you.
Oh, wow. Getting up to level 32 would be, I think it would take a while. Alright. I think that is where we will call it for today. Twitch, don't go anywhere. YouTube, you're on your own like usual. Twitch, don't go anywhere. Let me see. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe not, but we'll see in a second. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Do I want to end the stream just yet? I might not be ending just yet. There was... okay, that one was switched. Okay. I was seeing if someone that I usually raid into is streaming today. They're not, so we are, yeah, we're going to raid. You know, we're gonna raid into RuneKeeper TV. Dude makes some good VTuber art as cards. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I will be back again on Saturday. I'm not sure with what yet. But until then, take it easy, everyone.